Ramsey, Aubameyang, oh brilliant! He took it first time and with devastating effect. Controlled by Steve Bold, would you believe it?
I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we
The
chase.
game, according to the referee, and Bergkamp certainly life in hand.
No, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go.
Henri, what a goal!
Dance through the highways till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go.
He's in again, pushed out by Bartes, Wiltor!
What is up, guys? Welcome back to another show. Welcome back to, I'm going to talk about the fact that we are into the next round of the Europa League. I'm going to be looking back at the game last night, and I'm also going to be talking about the draw which has happened. I'm sure you've all seen it by now. But yeah, we are in to the next round. It was very interesting, wasn't it? The game yesterday, because I didn't think we played well. I thought we were absolutely awful. We were absolutely diabolical yesterday, and we got out of jail because, let's be honest, like Olympiacos weren't great neither. It was just kind of like one of those dead Europa League games, and I felt that we didn't play. I felt that we didn't really create nothing, and we kind of took our foot off the gas when we probably shouldn't have. We probably should have just killed the game off, but thankfully we got through into the next round. And it was very, very interesting, wasn't it? It was very, very. I don't know. I couldn't help watching I was watching the game, and there wasn't really anything of note to really talk about in that game from either side. Like, we had a couple of chances. I think Aubameyang missed like 2 chances. He was absolutely awful last night, Aubameyang. But in terms of the game, there was nothing really to kind of really discuss, which is partly why I've sort of titled the review slightly differently. But yeah, there was nothing really to talk about. There was nothing, there was nothing of note to really talk about. There was no, like moments in the game. Like I think the most exciting thing was Olympiacos' goal, which was probably the most notable thing that happened in the game. But other than that, like, there was not really anything that we could probably really talk about. It was nice to see Martinelli getting some minutes last night. I thought his little cameo appearance was pretty decent. I thought that, again, like Xhaka and Bellerin, 2 suspects that were really poor last night. But yeah, like it wasn't really the most entertaining of games. And to be honest, if it wasn't for Spurs being knocked out, because that kind of put the gloss on a very poor Arsenal performance. Watching Spurs capitulate, which was, listen, I didn't even expect them. But yeah, apart from that, there wasn't really anything in the game that I can really talk about. Like, in terms of, it was just one of those classic dead Europa League games. And it wasn't even like I was sat listening to the game, and it was more like watching a group game in the Europa League, just like a dead rubber. It was just absolutely awful let's be honest here. Like, you know, if it wasn't for the fact that we had the lead, the 3-1 lead, it could have been a bit different. But do you know what though? Like, and when Olympiacos scored, I was like, oh my god, here we go again. This is where the capitulation starts. And yeah, we just managed to we sort of limped through, didn't we, into the next round. And you know the ironic thing as well with Spurs going out as well is that they've done exactly what I feared Arsenal would do, but thankfully we didn't. We didn't capitulate. But yeah, they done what I feared Arsenal would do, and it's kind of look. It's we got through. That's the main thing, I suppose. The best way of looking at it. But in terms of like rating the players, I can't really do that because they didn't really do anything of note. I'll probably give them all about a 3, if I'm being brutally honest. I probably would give them all about a 3. I probably wouldn't give any of them higher than a 3 because it was just awful. It was dreadful. It was probably like the worst performance I've seen in the Europa League this season. And I'd even probably put that on par to the above the Benfica result where we nearly fucked up against Benfica. But yeah, I don't know, like it wasn't great, was it? Let's be honest. So many underperformances. Pepe was a bit unlucky. He had a shot and it kind of deflected off of Smith Rowe, which probably looked like it was going to go in. But there's just not really much to talk about if we're being brutally honest, is there? Is there really? Do you know what I mean? There's just not a lot. There's currently 10 people watching. Do smash the like button. Thank you all for tuning in. I am going to get through some of your comments very, very shortly. But yeah, it wasn't great. It wasn't great. And I guess the way I look at it is we got through and we just got to move on to the next round. Having said that, I am going to talk about their draw because there wasn't really much to talk about in the game yesterday. And to be honest, there's only so many times you can say we were poor. It's just one of them games where we take it on the chin. It happens to every team. They have a dead rubber game. And last night it happened to us. I've seen more excitement on a never-ending crap TV program than I did last night. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, let's move on from that game. We're into the next round. We have got the job done, albeit under precarious circumstances. And for all of yesterday's game being a bit poor, we are into the next round. And the draw has been made. We do have Slavia Prague in the next round. And then if we get through that, we've got either Dynamo Zagreb or Villarreal. Now, the interesting thing here is I'm looking at this game against Slavia Prague, and I'm wondering what's going to happen because I tell you something now, they should be banned from the tournament, Slavia Prague. I saw the clip that was going around on social media with, I think it was like one of their players throwing out a racist comment towards one of the Rangers players. So they should be actually banned from the tournament. So actually, I look at this. Are they going to reinstate Rangers and disqualify Slavia Prague, or are they going to put us through by default? Because if that is to be believed and those reports come out, they should be banned from this tournament. So I look at that, and that's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. But if I was UEFA, I would seriously be disqualifying them from the tournament because that is completely unacceptable. And there's a clip going around on Twitter at least. So it's very interesting. It'll be very interesting to see what happens there. And what also is going to be interesting as well is that now there's only United left in the tournament. So it's us, United, Ajax, Roma. United have got Granada. so they've got an easy passage into the next round of the Europa League. So they've pretty much got it easy. Then you've got let's say we're playing Slavia Prague. Then you've got Villarreal versus Dynamo Zagreb. So there's still a lot of decent teams left in there. And actually, Slavia Prague have been playing pretty well. Like I say, they sort of done over Leicester when Leicester are in form, and then they obviously done over Rangers. Listen, we all know that Rangers they won the title up there in Scotland. So yeah, the Slavia Prague is not going to be an easy game if we are playing them. And I say if we are playing them because that looks like it could be in doubt after all the stuff that came to light yesterday. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see what happens with the Europa League going forward. And I tell you what, we've got probably the easiest of passages to the final. Because like I said, if we get past Slavia Prague, then we've got either Villarreal or Zagreb. And I say this with a slight tinge of caution that we've got the easiest passage because listen, Dynamo Zagreb, I know Tottenham massively capitulated last night, but they're not a bad team, you know, Zagreb. They're not a bad team. And listen, Spurs had a 2-0 lead and fucked it right up. So we've got to be careful there. And then obviously Villarreal. Listen, Unai Emery against Arteta, that's going to be an interesting one. But United as well, looking at the flip side, United have got the harder of the passages because after Granada, they could face either Ajax or Roma, and both of those are decent teams. So actually the draws kind of favoured us. But then, listen, nothing's ever straightforward when it comes to Arsenal. So we have to be cautious. And I say that we have the easiest of routes to the final, but I say that with a tinge of caution because, listen, this is Arsenal we're talking about. So we just don't know. But I'm relatively happy with the draw. I really am. I'm relatively happy with the draw because I don't think actually we could probably get anything different, really. It would have been nicer if United had gone out last night as well, which probably we would have been odds on favourite to win the Europa League. But actually, I think at the moment United are probably the favourites in this Europa League campaign at the moment. So yeah, we've probably got them to worry about. And yeah, I don't know whether I'd want them in the final. I kind of hoping they get knocked out by either Ajax or Roma. Listen, they ain't going to get knocked out by Granada, are they? Let's be real. But it's going to be interesting, isn't it? It's going to be very interesting. Listen, do smash the like button. I am going to get to some of your comments. Big up Melina. Big up Static as well in the chat. Big up Grant. He said, I hope Arsenal smash Slavia Prague. Big up John 1886. Big up ZH. Ian Gould says, awful performance. Yeah. Slavia Prague are a good team, but I hope Arsenal batter them for the first time since 2008. I felt hurt. Yeah, Grant. I don't know. And Slavia Prague are a decent team. It's going to be no walk in the park. Big up Leon Mask. Have a look here. Let's have a look here. Spurs bottled it to a team of where their manager's in prison, literally. Yeah, do you know what? That was funny. Oh, did you see it as well? Expressions as well, cut his stream off. It was so funny. I was watching it and he just like absolutely cut his stream off. So look. Let's have a look here. What's going on here with these comments? So yeah, like listen, I just look on it. Static said if Arsenal go through to the final and avoid Man United, we can have no complaints. Yeah, I just look on it, and I think Man United are probably the favourites. If I'm being brutally honest, taking off my biased hat, I think Man United are the favourites, and I just think maybe look, I prefer to take on either Ajax or Roma in the final. I would prefer to take them on, just simply because I think then we probably would be the favourites. But having said that, listen, you can't. It could very well be an Arsenal United final. Do you know I was worried about fucking Spurs right? Yeah, last night. And I said it to you guys, didn't I, in my pre-match build-up? And I've said it for about a week now, haven't I? I've said, listen, we got to worry about Spurs because, after the result on Sunday, I said, you know what, we could very well get Spurs and they could get our revenge. But you know what? Spurs being Spurs in true fashion, fucked it up and changed the complete landscape of the Europa League. Do you know what? Even I didn't see that coming last night with Spurs. And do you know what's really thing as well? I was listening to the Arsenal game, and like the second half of that game, I was like, yeah, Spurs are 1-0 down. I was like, yeah, that's probably just like a consolation goal. And then actually in the last, I think it was like 10 minutes or something, I had the Arsenal commentary on and the Spurs commentary on. And they like Zagreb were all over him, and then Harry Kane in extra time missed that chance, didn't he? After they scored their third goal, but yeah, I didn't even expect that. What a capitulation! And like I said, I feared Arsenal doing something similar to what Spurs done, but there's nothing like Spurs bottling it to cheer you up after an Arsenal massively underperformed, because we were dreadful yesterday. But yeah, do you know what? It was capitulation. I think every Arsenal fan for that last 10 minutes of extra time or something was honorary Zagreb fans for about 10 minutes, weren't they? So yeah, listen, I was I have to be honest, and I've got to say this as well. I was willing Zagreb on in that last 10 minutes. I was like, come on, hold on, knock him out. And yeah, my heart was racing for Zagreb because that's how much I fucking hate Tottenham. And yeah, it was so hilarious. Static said, I did see that expression stormed off. Yeah, he did. He stormed off. He just shut his stream off. It was funny as fuck. I was watching. You have to go right to the end of the video to see it. But I watched it and it was just hilarious. Yeah, Grant Ranger's done all right. I saw Drew McIntyre was on Sky Sports the other week as well, bigging up Rangers win. And WWE sent Rangers a custom WWE title, didn't they? Big up John says the Revenite. He says having my first dose of the vaccine today. Good luck with that. Yeah, good luck with that, mate. I hope it all goes well. And yeah, I'm still waiting for mine. I've not been offered it yet. I'm speaking to my doctor on Monday, so yeah, hopefully I can get it. Right now, I'm just focusing on Slavia Prague and the quarterfinal and what UEFA will do to Slavia Prague. Yeah, they got to do something, but you know what? In true UEFA fashion, they probably won't do anything. But it'll be interesting to see what they do. Be interesting to see as well if what they do, if they do disqualify Slavia Prague from the tournament, whether they'll reinstate Rangers. Because let's not forget, Rangers still lost. So whether they reinstate Rangers or whether they just put us through on forfeited the tie, which it'd be interesting to see what they do. If they're going to do anything, and this is my personal opinion, and I'm not saying this because I want, because obviously Grant's in the chat and he's a Rangers fan. I'm not saying this at all. But actually, if they're going to do that, if I was UEFA, I would reinstate Rangers and disqualify Slavia Prague. I would do that because I don't think forfeiting us through it just mess up the whole entire. Well, it probably wouldn't mess up the whole entire complexion of the tournament. But I think in the interest of fairness, I would just put Rangers back in the tournament and kick out Slavia Prague. So, yeah, I saw your draw as well, John. The Revenite. You guys got Real Madrid as well. You guys. Liverpool's got Real Madrid. Chelsea have got Chelsea have got probably the easiest tie out of the English teams in the Champions League. Chelsea have got Porto. Man City have got. Who have Man City got? Dortmund. Man City got Dortmund. That's going to be interesting. Haaland up against Man City's defense. So yeah, it could be an All British Champions League final as well. It could be Chelsea, Man City in the Champions League final, and it could be an All English Europa final. So be interesting to see what happens. Certainly on paper, Arsenal have got the easiest of the Europa League draws. Outside, Arsenal have got the easiest passage to the final. But it's just interesting. Be interesting to see what happens. Do smash the like button, guys. We'd really appreciate that. So yeah, do smash the like button. We'd really appreciate that. Also, as well, I'll be dropping a preview tomorrow. I'll be doing that tomorrow. I'm not sure what time yet because it's my birthday tomorrow, so I don't know what time I'm going to have a chance to pop on and do a preview, but I will be doing it at some point tomorrow for the West Ham game, because the West Ham game's on Sunday, and somebody said it was like at 3 p.m. or something. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what they do, Static, with Slavia Prague. It'd be interesting to see whether they put them through or what's going to happen. It's going to be interesting all round, to be fair. But yeah, I'm happy with the draw. I'm happy with the draw. I'm happy that we're into the next round. Like I say, 4 games. We win 4 games and we're in the final. So yeah, we're 4 games away from our final, and we need to throw everything at this Europa League now, because that's the only thing that we've got left to compete for in this season. You know, our league form is done. We might as well just give up in the league, because we ain't getting nowhere near the top 6, let alone the top 4. And we might as well just throw everything at this Europa League. 4 games and we're in a final. 5 games and we're back in the Champions League. So, yeah, listen, it don't take a genius to work out which is the easier path. John 1886 says Liverpool will easily beat Real Madrid. I don't know. Liverpool are struggling right now. Liverpool are absolutely awful right now. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. But yeah, Liverpool are really struggling. They really are. And yeah, listen, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Listen, guys, I'm going to wrap the stream up because I'm approaching half an hour. So yeah, I'm going to wrap this stream. I'm going to bring this stream to an end. But I will be back tomorrow with a preview. I'm not sure yet. I will schedule it in as well. I realized I kind of just popped on and didn't really give you guys much notice about this stream, because I just literally set up the broadcast and went live. So, yeah, I will schedule that in. The only reason I've done that today is because I've got so much on today with I had to pop on. I didn't really have time to schedule it in and fit it in. And but, yeah, I will be a bit more organized when it comes to scheduling these streams in, so you guys get a bit more notice. But yeah, I will be back tomorrow with a preview. I'll probably do it sometime in the evening. Might do it about 9 p.m. Probably do it about 9 p.m. Actually, I think I will. 9 p.m. tomorrow evening, I'll do the preview for the game to Sunday's game against West Ham. And yeah, listen, all enjoy the rest of your day. Arsenal are into the quarterfinals, taking on Slavia Prague, and Spurs are out. Spurs bottled it as they always do, and yeah, all is good right now. So I'll catch you all soon. I'll catch you all very, very soon. Until then, take care, guys, and come on, you Gunners.